Have you ever noticed something strange? The most powerful men in any room are never the loudest. They don't argue. They don't chase. They don't try to prove themselves. And yet everyone feels their presence. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He warned that power is not gained only by action. It is protected by avoidance. There are places, social, emotional, psychological, that weak men walk into without thinking, and once they enter, they lose respect. They lose influence. They lose control. Today I'm going to show you the 7 places powerful men never enter, and if you are serious about becoming stronger, calmer, and more respected, you must never enter them either. Let's begin. Place 1. The arena of public argument. Let's start with something very common. Public disagreement. Most men think defending themselves immediately shows strength. But in reality, public arguments expose insecurity. Imagine you're in a meeting. Someone challenges your idea. A weak man reacts instantly. He raises his voice. He talks over others. He tries to win. But a powerful man does something different. He listens. He leans back slightly. He says calmly, "That's an interesting point." That single sentence changes the dynamic. Why? Because power is composure under pressure. Machiavelli understood that reputation is everything. The moment you lose control publicly, people stop fearing your strength. They start reading your emotions. And once people read your emotions, they know how to manipulate you. Powerful men avoid public ego battles. They choose the battlefield. They respond strategically, not emotionally. Ask yourself honestly, how many times have you argued just to protect your ego? Every unnecessary public argument is an attack on your own authority. Place 2. The trap of over-explaining. This one is subtle. Over-explaining is often disguised as politeness, but psychologically it signals something else: insecurity. When you justify every decision, you communicate that you need approval. Here's an example. You cancel plans. Weak response: "Sorry, I've been really stressed and I didn't sleep well." Powerful response: "I can't make it tonight." No emotional leakage. No over-justification. Machiavelli knew that authority speaks briefly. The more you explain, the more you reduce mystery. And mystery is power. If you constantly feel the need to defend your choices, you are unconsciously placing others above you. Powerful men don't over-explain. They state, they act, they move forward. Place 3. Emotional escalation. This destroys men quietly. Someone disrespects you. Someone tests you. Someone tries to provoke you. Weak men react immediately, but powerful men observe. They understand something crucial. Not every insult deserves a reaction. Sometimes silence creates more discomfort than confrontation. Picture this. A man mocks you in a group. Everyone watches. Weak reaction: sarcasm, anger, aggression. Strong reaction: a slow smile. Eye contact, no words. The room shifts. Who looks unstable? Who looks controlled? Machiavelli taught that perception shapes reality. If you show emotional instability, you give others psychological leverage. Powerful men never enter emotional chaos willingly. They stay composed because composure is dominance. Place 4. The crowd of constant approval. Let's talk about validation. Many men live for it. They check who liked their post. They wait for compliments. They need agreement. But here's the problem. If your mood depends on approval, you are controlled by the crowd. Machiavelli warned rulers against relying too heavily on public favor, because public favor changes quickly. Today they praise you, tomorrow they turn on you. Powerful men don't chase applause. They focus on direction. They build internally. They don't need everyone to agree with them. Ask yourself, do you feel uncomfortable when people disapprove of you? If yes, you are still dependent. And dependency is weakness. Place 5. The desperation zone. Especially with women, this is where many men lose power. Chasing, overextending, replying instantly, trying too hard to impress. Desperation is visible. You may think you're hiding it, but people feel it. Machiavelli understood that attraction and influence both rely on perceived value, and perceived value increases when access is controlled. Powerful men are not emotionally unavailable. They are emotionally disciplined. They do not beg for attention. They do not overinvest too early. They create presence, and presence creates attraction. The man who can walk away is the man who holds leverage. Never enter desperation. Place 6. The company of weak minds. Your environment shapes your psychology. If you constantly surround yourself with complainers, gossipers, victim-minded individuals, Lazy thinkers, you absorb their mindset. Machiavelli emphasized the importance of advisors and alliances because those around you influence your decisions. Weak men tolerate weak company. Powerful men are selective. They may be friendly with everyone, but they align with very few. Ask yourself, do the people around you elevate your thinking or drain your ambition? If your circle normalizes mediocrity, you will normalize it too. Avoid weak environments. Place 7. The illusion of immediate revenge. When wronged, weak men act quickly. They lash out. They seek instant revenge. But revenge driven by emotion often destroys the one seeking it. Machiavelli did not say never strike. He said strike strategically. If you must respond, respond in a way that ends the threat completely, but never from anger. Powerful men wait. They calculate. They respond when it benefits them, not when their emotions demand it. Immediate revenge feels satisfying. Strategic patience builds power. Conclusion. Which of these places do you enter most often? Public arguments, over-explaining, emotional, escalation, desperation, weak company. Immediate revenge. Be honest, because awareness is the beginning of transformation. Power is not about domination. It is about discipline. Machiavelli's wisdom was never about cruelty. It was about control. The strongest men in history were not impulsive. They were strategic. They didn't fight every battle. They chose which arenas to enter and, more importantly, which ones to avoid. Powerful men are not everywhere. They are selective. They move intentionally. They remain calm. And because of that, they are remembered. If this video brought you value, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and drop a comment telling us which of these 7 places you're leaving behind starting today. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.